Y'all got quiet. Oh, that's kind of nice. Welcome, everybody, to the December 8th meeting of the City Planning Commission. My name is Jeff Carson. I'm going to be chair of tonight's meeting. I'll make a couple of introductions before we get started. First of all, to my left, I've got Commissioner Dwayne Beth. To his left, we have our Unified Government Legal Counsel, Michael Farley. In front of me, we have Rose Morris, the Executive Assistant to the Department of Planning and Urban Design, along with Byron Toy, Osiris Espinosa, and Rodney Lucas. Online with us, we have Commissioner Jim Ernst, Vice Chairman Karen Jones, Commissioner Joseph Strauss, and Commissioner Beverly Easterwood. I think we've got everybody accounted for. So with that, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rose, who'll read the opening statement on how we'll run tonight's meeting.
Hey, welcome everybody to the meeting of the City Planning Commission. Members are participating remotely by Zoom or in person in the Commission chamber. Mr. Jeff Carson is serving as chairman this evening. Please note the following instructions for the meeting. If you're joining by Zoom, please make sure you have an appropriate background. For those members of the public attending virtually this evening, please use the raise your hand feature if you want to speak on an application. If you are present in the Commission chamber, please come to the microphone at the front of the room when the application is called. After the chairman recognizes you, please state your name and address and make your comments. If you're having issues getting into the Zoom meeting, please see the Planning and Urban Design website on wykokck.org. Proper meeting decorum is expected of all participating in the meeting, and anyone who fails to act properly may be removed from the meeting. The city reserves the right to discontinue a meeting if any improper behavior occurs, which prevents the uninterrupted conduct of business. The Planning Commission is a voluntary body of citizens which will review each zoning proposal for all change of zones, special use permits, vacations, and preliminary plan reviews on tonight's agenda. The Planning Commission makes recommendations to the Unified Government Board of Commissioners, who will then make final decisions on Thursday, January 8th, 2026. For final plats and final plan reviews for tonight, the Planning Commission's decision is final, and there will not be another hearing. The format of this evening's meeting is as follows. First, the applicant will be given 15 minutes to make an opening statement explaining the proposal, which includes the applicant, consultants, and other members of the applicant's team. Members of the commission may then address questions to the applicant. Then, any persons wishing to speak in favor will be recognized and allowed to do so at that time. Then, those in opposition will be recognized to make their statements and ask questions. Each member of the public will be given 5 minutes to express their opinions, and time may not be shared between speakers. A speaker's time may be extended in 5-minute intervals by a 2/3 majority vote of the commission. Then the applicant will answer questions and make a closing statement. The public hearing portion of the meeting will be closed, and the public will only be allowed to address the commission if a question is directed towards them. Finally, the Planning Commission will discuss the application and make their recommendation. If those in opposition want to formally protest a change of zone or special use permit, a means is available by legal protest petition, which can be obtained by emailing the Planning and Urban Design Department at planninginfo@wykokck.org tomorrow morning. If any application receiving a unanimous vote of recommendation by the Planning Commission will appear on the consent agenda of the Unified Government Board of Commissioners. Unless there is a request to remove an item from the consent agenda by the applicant, commission, or other interested parties, the Planning Commission's recommendation will be adopted. The consent agenda will be heard at the beginning of the meeting at 7 p.m. The Planning Commission will also have a consent agenda this evening. The consent agenda is the first part of the agenda. Items on the consent agenda are final plats or final plans, special use permit renewals that have received a staff recommendation to approve. Unless there is a request to remove an item from the consent agenda, the staff recommendation on all items on the consent agenda will be adopted by the Planning Commission at one time. I'll read a list of agenda items on the consent agenda, and when I have completed the list, the chairman will ask if there's any request to remove items. This is your time to use the raise your hand feature, be recognized, and request that an item be removed from the consent agenda if you do not agree with the staff's recommendation. If you are in the commission chamber, please come to the microphone, state your name and address, and the item you want to remove from the consent agenda. The Planning Commission is required to disclose contacts about any item on the Planning Commission agenda. For each item, I will ask if any contacts have been made, and the members of the commission will be asked to disclose those contacts. Please note that your opinions will be forwarded to the governing body for their consideration in making a final decision on Thursday, January 8th, 2026 at 7 p.m. I will now read the items on the consent agenda. Consideration of the November 10th, 2025 City Planning Commission minutes. SP 2025-078, Katrina Badowski, a special use permit for a continuation of short-term rental at 2918 West 46th Avenue. SP 2025-081, Tatum Phillip, a special use permit for continuation of a short-term rental at 809 Central Avenue. The items I have just read are on the consent agenda. At this time, does any member of the commission wish to disclose any contact on any of the items?
No.
Please include the following items as part of the record for all items on the agenda tonight. The city has currently adopted zoning and subdivision regulations, the city's official zoning map for the areas in question. The city has currently adopted master plan for the areas in question. The staff reports and attachments dated December 8th, 2025. The application and other documents, plans, pictures, and maps submitted by the applicant, the notice in the Wyandotte Echo, and the notices to property owners. The commission will vote to approve in one vote these items unless someone requests that an item be removed from the consent agenda.
All right, thank you. I do want to acknowledge for the record that Commissioner Schwartz has joined us and Commissioner Miller are both online as well. And at this time, does anyone from the commission want to remove anything from the consent agenda for special consideration? Commissioner Easterwood, I see your hand is up. Did you have an item you want to remove?
And 2025-081. I just had some questions about it.
Okay, 2025-081. Okay, anyone else? Go to the audience members. Anyone in the audience want to remove an item from the consent agenda for special consideration? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda minus SP 2025-081. Commissioner Jones.
Motion to approve the consent agenda minus the one case being taken off.
Thank you. Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented minus the one item made by Commissioner Jones. Is there a second? Commissioner Strauss, second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Strauss,
Aye.
Ward, wait, Ward's not here. Never mind. Sorry. Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst. Ernst,
Commissioner Ernst. Oh, he's trying. He's shaking his head, so I'm assuming that's an affirmative.
Okay.
Yes. All right, we'll move on.
Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
okay, motion carries 6-0.
Did you call Commissioner Miller?
Oh, did not. Sorry.
I'm an aye, so we're good.
He's an aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
so our case that we're moving on to is SP 2025-081 Tatum Phillip is a special use permit for continuation of a short-term rental at 809 Central Avenue.
Okay, Tatum Phillips, I've got you queued up, ready to speak. If you would, please start off with your name and address and tell us what you'd like to do with this property.
Hi, my name is Tatum Phillip, and the address is 809 Central Avenue, Kansas City, Kansas. I am trying to renew my permit for a short-term rental.
Okay, and it expired last year, correct?
I don't think it's expired yet.
Chairman Carson,
Yes.
Wyandotte Planning Department, it expires in 2025.
Okay, so that's a misprint on the agenda. All right, sorry for that question.
It's
There was a
correct.
misprint on our agenda. Okay, any questions for this applicant on this application? Commissioner Easterwood, did you have something?
Yes, there was a requirement that home inspection report be done prior to the renewal of the application. I was just wondering if it had been done.
I'm sorry, could you ask that and maybe speak a little louder into the microphone?
Oh, sorry. One of the staff recommendations was that the applicant provide an up-to-date home inspection report with the renewal application.
Okay,
Just wondering if that had been done.
all right. Staff, do we know if that's been done?
We accepted the previous home inspection because because the previous permit had not expired or was within 5 years of renewing. That being said, she did comply with the conditions of approval, like the driveway, et cetera. There are some things that, based on the home inspection, that she will do in 2 years, such as looking at the foundation, looking at the roof. If it does not need to be repaired by a trade contractor, based upon the documentation, then they don't need to do that. But that was something that was noted in the inspection itself.
So those repairs don't have to be made for 2 years?
One of the conditions of approval is that a trade contractor for the roof and subsequent foundation, they come out, do an inspection. If they don't, based upon what she's asking, if it does not have to be repaired, then we'll get that documentation in writing from that contractor from the inspection that says, have a contractor look at this.
Have the inspections been completed?
Yes,
And do you have those reports?
we have the inspection report, yeah. The home
And there were no
report.
noted repairs that need to be made immediately?
Not immediately, but to look out for
Okay,
specifically the roof and foundation.
all right. Commissioner Easterwood, did you hear all of that?
Yes, and then there was, I guess, egress window in the basement for a basement bedroom that was, I think, supposed to be done on the 4th of December. Is
Can
that
you
correct?
comment on the egress window?
Yes, we have verification that's been installed.
That has been installed, Commissioner Easterwood.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Does anybody
Nothing.
else have any other questions? Okay, we'll go to the audience. Anybody in the audience have any questions or comments on this application in favor or against? Please raise your hand if you're online or come to the microphone if you're in the chamber. Okay, seeing no one, we'll go to staff and get their comment.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman, Planning Department, Byron Toy. Staff recommends approval, subject to conditions outlined in the staff report.
All right, thank you. Any questions for staff? Seeing none, I'll stand for a motion when ready. Commissioner Jones.
Motion to approve special use case permit number 2025-081, subject to staff stipulations and comments.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve special use application 2025-081 made by Commissioner Jones, seconded by Commissioner Strauss. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Strauss,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
Okay, thank you. This will be heard at the Board of Commissioners meeting. And when is that date?
January 6th.
I'm sorry, January what?
I think it's 6th or 7th. January 8th.
January 8th, along with the other special use permit approved on the consent agenda. Thank you.
Now the consent agenda is complete and we'll move on to the non-consent agenda. The first case is COZ 2025-029, Jerome Neighbor. It is a change of zone from R1 Single Family District to AG Agricultural District for sheep grazing at 5934 Oak Road. Does anyone have any contacts to disclose on this application?
No. Jerome, is it Ninaber? Yes, sir. Okay, come forward. When you hear your case, go ahead and make your way to the podium if you would, please. You might help me pronounce your name. I'm sure I messed it up. All right, go ahead and give us your name and address, please.
My name is Jerome Neighbor. Address is 5934 Oak Grove Road, KCK 66106.
Okay, and tell us what you'd like to do on your property.
We'd like to put up a fence on the entire perimeter, subdivide it into some pastures, put up some sheep sheds, get a herd of grazing sheep. That's pretty much a summary.
Okay. How many sheep are you wanting to have out on that property?
We're going to start with about 6, grow the herd to 12, keep it between 12 and 20, between whether we butcher or sell the remainder at the end of the year.
Okay. Any questions for this applicant? Okay, seeing none. Anyone in the audience want to speak to this case in favor or in opposition? Raise your hand or come forward if you're in the chamber. Seeing no one, we'll go to staff and get their comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Staff recommends approval, subject to the conditions outlined in the staff report.
Thank you. Any questions for staff? Seeing none, I'll stand for a motion when ready. Commissioner Strauss,
I move to approve COZ 2025-029 according to staff stipulations in the current report.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve change of zone application 2025-029 made by Commissioner Straws. Is that a second, Commissioner Jones?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Straws,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood. Easterwood? Okay. Ernst,
Sorry, my cursor got stuck.
All right, Commissioner Ernst? I can't see him, so let me find him here.
you could do a thumbs up.
Give me, there he goes.
Okay, Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you. This will be heard once again on January 8th for the Board of Commissioners in this room. All right, thank you.
Our next application is SP 2025-076, Eduardo Vasquez with La Machea Sports Bar. It is a special use permit for a drinking establishment with live entertainment at 1042 Central Avenue. Does anyone on the commission have any contacts to disclose on this application?
No.
Mhm.
Mr. Vasquez, are you in the chambers or online?
Sorry,
I've got him.
Commissioner Jones raised her hand.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Jones? Nope. Okay. Mr. Vasquez, I've got you queued up, ready to speak. If you would, please give us your name and address.
Hey, good evening. My name is Eduardo Vasquez, and the address is 1042 Central Avenue.
Okay, tell us what you'd like to do.
So I want to open up a local sports bar where people could come and enjoy fights or football, soccer, and then also entertain for the World Cup.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just kind of want to say something local and seeing the community grow, but with people that are locally owned.
Okay. And when you talk about live entertainment, what are we talking about there?
So we're talking about, so on kind of just average, and I submitted this with the application, is just live music, Latino nights, or just a DJ present in the morning times or afternoon times.
Okay. And what are your hours of operation?
So normal hours, I believe we said from 11:30 till about 1:30 p.m. And live music will be cut at about 1 a.m.
Okay. Any other questions from members of the commission? Would be serving food at this establishment?
Yes, we're still working on that, but we will be serving appetizers for the meanwhile.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions for the applicant? Seeing none, is there anyone in the audience that wants to speak to this case in favor or in opposition? Please raise your hand or come forward. Seeing no one, we'll go to staff to get their comment.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman, Byron Toy Planning Department. So this has been a bar in the past. Back in 2022 was the last license at this location. It expired in 2023. So therefore it lost its non-conforming status of being a bar since there was not a business license until, trying to get a business license now. So once you're a bar, you have 18 months after you close to submit a new business license at a location. Otherwise, you lose its non-conforming status. So that 18 months would have expired in January 2025. So hence we have an SUP for, in this case, a sports bar, but a bar with live entertainment. In the past, as of July 2025, we have a moratorium on off-street parking for commercial businesses, industrial businesses, and mixed-use businesses or mixed-use buildings for up to 6 units, 6 residential units. So no parking has to be provided. There are about 4 parking spaces on the west side of the building. He has a parking agreement with the resident to the north for 2 additional parking spaces. With that, staff recommends approval of the conditions outlined in the staff report.
All right, thank you. Any questions for staff? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion when ready. Commissioner Jones.
Motion to approve special use case number 2025-076, subject to staff stipulations and comments.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve special use application 2025-076 made by Commissioner Jones and seconded by Commissioner Strauss. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Strauss,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you. This will be heard once again January 8th before the Board of County Commissioners.
Okay, our next application is SP 2025-077, Carla Perez with Boss Juanito Tire. It is a special use permit for a tire shop at 2431 Junction Road. Does anyone on the commission have any contacts to disclose on this application?
No. Carla Perez, are you in the audience or online? Carla Perez. Okay, I have somebody that says they are. Carla Perez, are you online? Okay, I've got somebody by the name of Owner with their hand up. Are you Carla Perez?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, are you Carla Perez?
Yes, I'm Carla Perez.
Okay, please give us your name and address and tell us what you'd like to do at this property.
Hi, my name is Carla Perez, and our location of the property will be at 2431 Junction Road. We'll be specializing in installing, repairing, and maintaining tires.
Okay, are you gonna be storing any cars on this property?
No, we will not.
All right. Any questions from the commission on this application? Commissioner Strauss.
She said, "Is this going to be a tire shop?" Is what I'm hearing her say.
Yes.
And how are we going to store the tires that are taken off of the cars on this particular property?
Did you hear the question?
Yes, yes. So our plan is to store the tires using an outside storage. And then at the end of the week, we will dispose of the tires properly. So it'll be similar
Can you say
to
that with a little more conviction?
Sure.
You believe you're gonna?
Yes. No, it'll run the same, similar to how we run our Independence location in the state of Missouri. So right now, our tires are collected at the end of the week, and then they're properly disposed of every Friday morning.
Okay, you understand why I'm asking that question, because typically when we see tires out collecting water, bringing mosquitoes, bringing different things, I'm asking that question just because of what I've seen in the past at these particular type of tire changing shops.
Oh, absolutely. And our recommendation for the actual tires is they'll be kept inside of a garage in fear of the either the property being stolen or some of the things that you have just mentioned as suggested. So they will be kept inside of a garage until Friday, until the end of the week.
Commissioner Strauss, follow up?
Yeah, no, that I don't have any follow up after that.
All right, thank you. So they will be disposed of on a weekly basis.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, how many sets of tires or the number of tires do you think would accumulate in the course of a week's business?
At our Independence location, it's approximately 50 to 60 tires that accumulate over the course of 1 week.
Okay, and they'll be stacked and stored properly until they're disposed of?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Strauss, your hand is still up. Did you have a follow-up?
No, I just didn't put it down. Sorry.
All right, thank you. Any other questions from the commission? Seeing none, anyone in the audience want to speak to this case in favor or in opposition, raise your hand or come forward. Seeing no one, we'll go to staff to get their comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Byron's Way Planning Department. So this site was formerly an auto sales location. Obviously, they're not doing auto sales. hence a special use permit for tire sales. That's a change of use. No mechanic work is allowed, no detailing, no sales of any auto vehicles on site. Tires must be kept inside the building, as denoted by the applicant wanting to keep them in the garage as concerned with theft. They're going to restripe the parking lot, put that thin layer of topping on the parking lot, get rid of potholes, resurface, and then stripe. With that, staff recommends approval of some of the conditions outlined in the staff report.
All right, thank you. So with regard to the storage of tires outside on a weekly basis until they're picked up and taken away, how does that work?
So that is permitted within the actual district itself. It does have to be completely screened from public view. They only are allowed 20% of the square footage of the building. 20% of the square footage of the building can be used for outside storage.
All right.
So for example, if it's 1,000 square feet, 200 square feet can be used in the rear yard for outside storage, such as tires or vehicles or whatever, in this case, tires.
And that's as it's in the staff report as a stipulation for approval, correct?
You can add it as stipulation number 17, saying that if there is outside storage for tires, that they must be within an enclosed area.
All right. All right. Questions for staff? Seeing none, Commissioner Jones.
I was just listening to, and in the report, it didn't look like there's a place for outside storage, though. Am I seeing that wrong? It's pretty open. It looks like that unless tires are in the garage, there's no place concealed outside. Am I missing something?
The southern portion of the building, the southern portion of the site, excuse me, is where you could enclose with a fence to do any outside storage.
But it's not there right now. Is that
No.
what I'm hearing? Okay.
They would need to enclose it if they were to have any.
Okay.
And that is a condition of approval.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Follow-up questions or additional questions from the commission or staff? If not, I'll stand for a motion when ready. Commissioner Jones.
Motion to approve special use case permit number 2025-077, subject to staff stipulations and comments.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve special use application 2025-077 made by Commissioner Jones. Is that a second, Commissioner Easterwood?
Yes.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Strauss,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Jones,
She said aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. This will be heard once again on January 8th before the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you, Ms. Perez.
Okay, our next application is SP 2025-082. Jamie Garcia is a special use permit for automobile sales at 1809 North 7th Street. Does anyone on the commission have any contacts to disclose on this application?
No.
Yes.
Commissioner Easterwood, did you say yes?
Yes.
That is correct. She attended the neighborhood meeting.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. Jamie Garcia, correct?
Jaime, yes.
Okay, please go ahead and again, give us your name and address and tell us what you'd like to do at this location.
Jaime Garcia, property is 1809 North 7th Street, Kansas City, Kansas 66101. We're trying to do automobile sales.
All right, how many cars are you going to be having out there?
At the moment, we're trying to start small, 8 to 10.
Is that what you plan on having it on a routine basis, or are you wanting to move up?
As we grow. Yes, so we would like to grow and do more sales.
What would be the maximum that you could see that piece of property holding?
20.
Okay. Any auto repair at that location?
No, strictly sales.
All right, and you've ample parking for the cars you're going to sell and for people that come in to look at those cars.
Customers, yes, and ADA.
All right. Questions for this applicant? Commissioner Easterwood, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to confirm what you just asked, because.
Go ahead and speak a little clearer and louder into the microphone if you would, please,
All right,
Commissioner Easterwood.
sorry. Yes, just want to clarify, because in your minutes from the meeting, you said there would be limits on repair work. But you are confirming now that there will be no repair work on that site.
There will be no repair.
Okay.
At your community meeting, was it stated there could be limited repair work done?
No, not that I recall.
I'm sorry? That's right. But you're stating now there will be no repair.
No repairs at all, correct?
All right. Commissioner, do you have a follow-up?
Nope, that's all.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? All right, we'll go to the audience. Anyone in the audience want to speak to this case in favor or in opposition? Please come forward or raise your hand. Yes, sir. Your name and address, please.
Stevie Wakes, 533 Oakland Avenue. I pastor the church down the street from this location. I also live around the corner from this location. And want to thank him for inviting us to the meeting they did have with the neighborhood association. And they invited us to the site. And so we got a chance to see it and answer any, and he answered any questions that we had. And we were in favor of it. There was no opposition to this at all. And we really appreciate him coming forward and providing information for us.
All right, sounds like you did all the right things. Any other questions or comments from the audience? Seeing none, we'll go to staff and get their comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Byron Toy Planning Department. So as stated in the staff report, the applicant's going to pave the parking lot. It's kind of in shambles right now as far as mixture of gravel and other things. So he's committed to paving the parking lot, striping the parking lot, installing landscaping, installing a privacy fence. Please don't paint the building because the building is brick, so do not touch the brick. Thank you. And then there's no repair on site. So with that, staff recommends approval, subject to conditions outlined in the staff report.
All right, thank you. With those strict recommendations from staff, any questions? Seeing none, I'll stand for a motion when ready. Commissioner Easterwood.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I recommend approval of SP 2025-082.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve special use application 2025-082. Made by Commissioner Easterwood. Is there a second? A second. Seconded by Commissioner Beth. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Strauss,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right, this will be heard once again on January 8th before the Board of Commissioners. I'm sorry, Commissioners, we did not get done by 7 o'clock like we thought we might have, but I knew that Mr. Clements wasn't going to allow that to happen anyway. So with that said, we're going to now hear from Mr. Clements, but I'm going to have Rose go ahead and call the case.
Okay. So our next applications are Plat 2025-034, Doug Clements, is a preliminary plat and a preliminary plan review for the construction of a new Silver City / Argentine Elementary Middle School at 1919 South 26th Street, 2515 Lawrence Avenue, or 2400 Steel Road, 2015 and 2025 Pass Drive. Does anyone on the commission have any contacts to disclose on this application?
No. All right, go ahead, Mr. Clemens, name and
my turn?
address.
Yeah,
Good to see you again. You're always bringing us good stuff, so I have to give you a hard time.
all right. Well, I'm willing to accept anything. That's fine. As long as you'll hear me, and I appreciate that. It's good to see you. Doug Clements, Director of Physical Properties for the Kansas City, Kansas Public School District, 2010 North 59th. We are here tonight for the preliminary plat and plan for a campus concept. What we're talking about is the areas here on, you can see on the aerial map. Hopefully you all can see that. That's Harmon High School there on Steel Road, the big kind of, it's sitting not square with the world, so kind of diamond shape right there is Harmon High School. The area is to the west. They had the trees, then just a little bit north of that. And then there's another treed area just north of the baseball field. In all of those areas, we're planning on building a replacement Argentine middle school, which will be up just south of Silver City Elementary School. And then down on the corner of Steel and Haas will be a new elementary school that will take the place of the Silver City Elementary up on the hill, and Noble Prentice will be combined in one new building. So I have the entire design team, well, not the entire, but representatives from the design teams here tonight. I have representatives from Hollis and Miller Architects. They're designing the middle school. Representatives from Multi-Studio designing the elementary school. And then representatives from MKEC, who is the civil engineer for the entire overall project. And we can certainly answer any questions that come up. I know there have been concerns. We did have a big meeting, which was very well attended. We had that at Harmon High School. And there are some concerns, obviously, with some traffic. We are doing everything we can really to pull as much traffic. Right now, Silver City, the little elementary school, all of the traffic for that goes down Lawrence Avenue. And so what this plan will do is actually bring a new entrance off of Haas there to the west and bring traffic up. Now that we still will have buses and some deliveries off of Lawrence.
Have other exhibits.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead one
Oh,
more.
okay.
Yeah, there you go. So there will be the plan for the elementary school, which is kind of the purple color. The existing Silver City is in yellow. So you can see there's the bus loop there on the kind of the north. Car traffic will come in off of the Haas Drive there to the west and circle up and around the parking lot and come back out. Lots of stacking space there for car riders and vehicles. And then there's a service road there on the west side of the road for deliveries, trash, fire protection, and those things. So that's the middle school to replace Argentine, and then there to the south, oh, well, okay, if you want, that the other is the new elementary school. And again, planning to utilize part of the parking lot, which is currently now for Harmon, create a nice big stacking loop. And then the bus loop there in the front, we will, in conjunction with this, create a new bus lane for Harmon to separate that traffic. The start times for each one of these schools will be staggered to provide plenty of time between high school's going to release, middle school, then elementary school. So we're trying to take all those things into account. I guess other than that, certainly we'll be happy. I saw a picture of the elevation there, Byron, if you had the elevation of the, there's the middle school, the new Argentine middle school sitting up on the hill. And there is a concept for the new elementary school, which we can get into a lot of detail about that, but try to make it fun and appealing, kind of a treehouse theme for the kids. And I'm very excited to bring both of these projects before the commission, and we'll stay in for any questions.
Thank you. So what was the overall reaction at your middle school about it? Was the concerns mainly around traffic?
Traffic.
I'm sure they had to be elated about getting new facilities.
Traffic and the issues with the city. There's a city park there at the end of Lawrence, and there's maybe some unwanted activities that occur at that location. There's traffic already on Steel, maybe people driving too fast already. I think from my perspective, one of the benefits of doing this project, it gives us an opportunity to try to address some of those concerns, at least on our property up on the middle school. I did discuss with some of the attendees. It gives us an opportunity to review things like camera placement. And we haven't really looked at it yet to commit to things like gates and where we can put things to keep people from coming through and where we don't want them. But this gives us an opportunity. We had a lot of feedback that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as the stacking loop,
Mhm.
is that something new with regard to school planning and school design, having a stacking loop? I'm assuming that's your school drop off, right?
It is. No, we've tried to do that with every new building we brought you since 2012.
Okay, but
It's considered
that's new since probably the last 12, 15 years, as far as taking that into consideration. I know school drop off seems to be the biggest bone of contention every year when school starts.
Yes, it is.
All I listen to are soccer moms
Yeah.
complain about how bad it must. I never had to do the stacking loop, so
Yeah.
I must have dodged a big bullet. I have watched Mr. Mom several times, so I went south to drop off, north to
Yeah.
pick them up, that whole thing. But
For what it's worth, my sister and her husband, they live in Columbia, Missouri, and they talk about the very same thing. People
Okay.
want to get there, plenty of time to pick up the kids. It's a universal issue that we
Okay.
try to address as best we can.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Commissioner Strauss, you have a question?
Question and excitement. I love this, by the way. I would like to ask the question about athletic facilities for the middle school. Is that in this diagram? Are we planning on adding that? I don't really see it in the plan. Or are we just using the current football stadium and maybe I haven't zoomed in and
Yeah, that, and, you know, I would agree with you, Commissioner. Unfortunately, it's very difficult for us to find enough property anywhere in the area to be able to build a school, appropriate parking, appropriate stacking, and access and full athletic facilities. What'll happen, what you see there kind of under the existing Silver City building, that yellow building, there's sort of a track there, and that will become a field, a practice field. At least we'll have someplace for the kids to go out. You know, there is that city park across the street, and maybe, certainly can't commit to anything, but there might be some opportunity to do something there. And then, of course, we have the high school, the baseball field, which I think we also probably need to make some improvements, is there just to the southeast. But no, we do not have.
well, at least they have a place to practice. I just didn't want us to go into a situation like Gloria Willis. It's for a whole different conversation when we build a school and they don't really have a dedicated place to do those type of things.
I agree. It would be wonderful if we could find 35 contiguous acres every time we want to build a new school, but it's just, we have a hard time finding that.
Yeah, that was my only question. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to the public. Is there anybody in the public that wants to speak to this case in favor or in opposition? Yes, sir. Go ahead and come forward and give us your name and address, please.
My name is Richard Ortiz. My address is 2425 Lawrence Avenue. It's on the street adjacent to the Silver City grade school.
Okay.
So our concern right now is the traffic flow, which they say will lessen, and the outboard road that goes back toward Lawrence is supposedly going to be for a service road. My concern is at the end of that, they're going to build this small practice field and all that. And our concern with us, people up there, when we first moved up there, we had the park there. That's there now, Silver City Park. They built a shelter house down in the woods and just a walkway around the park area. What we had right off the bat was kids going in there at night, going into the park, playing around there, and then parking which is really a turnaround right now at present time, and just doing their kids what kids do, you know, they're sitting there drinking, or else they're spinning their wheels and everything else, and then flying right back up Lawrence Avenue to get out of the neighborhood, because right now that's all it is, the cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Our concern is that not so much the building of the schools that they're bringing down, because they're actually going to just completely tear away Silver City School and move all the new buildings to the south. Yeah, to the south of it. But when they put the service road in, one, it's going to be a service road. The other one's going to be an access road back into the elementary school, the loop that's over here. Yes. We're going to have two openings up on Silver City. My concern is we're going to actually open up the play field. If it's open, then we're going to have another grand opening there for their events or practice or whatever they say. But it's also going to lend us right back to the same situation we had before. That corner is going to turn around and be nothing but a meeting point again for the kids, for the public. And we're going to still have, maybe we won't have the traffic flow that we have every day for school and the backup of traffic, those that are picking up the children and all that, because that will go down back to Plus Drive and then back off of Steel Road. But
so do you think the school's going to make it worse, or do you think it's going to?
I don't think it's going to make it worse for the schools, but the opening that's going to stay there at the top for Lawrence Avenue is going to make it worse again for people to gather and unload or do whatever you want to call it. And then right now, the park itself is really basically used right now the way it's closed off. It's more like a dog park and a walking park. And you still have that shelter back there in the woods that doesn't draw nothing but, I hate to say this, homeless people. Because they find it in the summertime. In the wintertime, no. But in the summertime, that's refuge for the homeless people up there. But in respect for that, they don't bother nobody there. We see them coming in and out of the area, or they go down below from the backside through the woods. But I think I have no rejection, nothing against the school.
Sure.
But I think that area is going to go back bad for us. And there's only so many houses there on Lawrence right now. In my block, there's 5 houses. Then there's 3 or 4 more, maybe 8 from there to 22nd Street to the cul-de-sac.
But the biggest problem that you're having is it's a congregation point
The
and
congregation.
we're doing donuts out there and spinning tires and
it
being obnoxious.
It isn't just during the day hours or the night hours. It's at any hours of the night now. That's what it was before. And I'm afraid that's what's going to turn into now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else want to speak to the case in favor or in opposition? All right, Doug, you want to come back up to the mic? And again, I'm having trouble. You probably know because you've done more patrol out that way. As far as that area down in there is with the school being built closer, will there be more cameras? Is there something to do with, is there something to be done with license plate readers or something like that that would would make it a deterrent to handle this kind of thing?
I won't misrepresent. We have an issue with getting our cameras good enough to read, but I know that our IT department is working on getting better cameras for that. I'm not qualified enough to talk about which kind of cameras and this sort of thing. But like I said, I do think this creates an opportunity, knowing the concerns of the community. We want to be good neighbors.
Sure.
And don't want to create issues. Certainly understand the concerns about where those cameras go and what do we do and who do you call and that kind of thing. So I think it does create that opportunity to allow us to really review. There are cameras right now on Silver City. They're kind of limited. They are back a little bit, just right on the building itself. So, maybe we could, look at other things. I don't have a firm answer for you on that.
Okay. We can talk to staff too about some additional signage and things like that. Okay. I'll let you come up because you're such a nice man. You can come up and speak. My time has been messed up anyway, so.
Sorry, I forgot.
That's all right.
I'm Richard Ortiz again from 2425 Lawrence. I had a big concern on the design of the schools, and it was for fire escape for the children.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's laid out, if fire trucks have to get in either one of them schools, it looks to me like they're scrunched up that we won't get that type of equipment in and out of that, especially the elementary school, because it goes in part of it through into Harmon and comes back around the front. And I don't know how the designers are for fire escapes for the children, and then especially the elementary school.
We'll get you an answer to that question. I got to believe that's been taken care of, but we're going to find out. We're going to get them on tape saying that it has been.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? All right. Yes, sir. Your name and address.
Good evening, Brian Hochstein with MKEC Engineering, 11827 West 112th Street, Suite 200, Overland Park, Kansas. Yes, we're working with the fire department and Harvey Fields in coordination on all the schools that we're bringing forth to you. In particular, I talked about Argentine really briefly. Part of the service road loop road is that he'll have the width for an aerial fire truck on all sides, and then we're meeting all of the clearances that they need to meet fire code. On New Elementary, it's kind of the same thing. We've widened the roads to the 26 foot so they can use an aerial fire truck and set their outriggers. Then we have access on all the sides that the fire department is asking us to provide access to. So,
and I'm assuming all the buildings have fire mitigation, sprinkler systems,
and
all those kinds of things.
And both the buildings are sprinklered. Yes.
All right. All right. Anything else you wanted to add with regard to
Not
that?
a fire. Nope.
Okay. Doug, did you have anything else you wanted to bring back up?
I don't have anything else.
All right. Anybody else want to speak to this case in favor or in opposition before we go to staff? All right. Seeing no one, we'll go to staff, get their comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Buyer to my planning department. I think one thing that a stipulation we can add, which would be stipulation number 25, would be that during the final plan review that the school district and their design professionals work out A, through signage, but also B, maybe through maybe some of the closure of maybe the entrance along Lawrence during non-school hours to prevent people from coming in and using the access drive primarily to the west that gets you from kind of a cut through along Hawes, or subsequently the bus loop turnaround area, preventing access and loitering from in that. Again, it's difficult to prevent anyone from coming on the property, whether it be Piper, Turner, UC 500, Bonner, Edwardsville in their schools. But I think that's maybe one manner that can occur is either A, through signage, and also B, maybe closing access points when school's not in session. And then with that, staff recommends approval.
What about exterior signage as far as on the streets, as far as, sometimes that's enough just to deter it if they think they're being, cameras in use, that kind of thing. I
You
mean,
could do that. I mean, there's nothing prohibiting if it's in the right of way, as long as it's not in the side distance triangle. That would be working through Public Works related to putting it in the right of way. But if it's on the property, planning staff will be dealing with any signage that's erected, and they can talk to us about whether or not it needs a permit and those things. But in general,
but that could be worked out during
that can
final
work
plan
out.
review.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Any questions for staff? Seeing none, I will stand for a motion. I'll need a motion for the plat first. Is that correct, Byron?
Yes, that's
All
correct.
right, need a motion for the plat first, Commissioner Jones.
I just want to preface real quick my motion by saying I am excited anytime USD 500 gets new facilities, understanding that the stipulations are serious and need to be taken care of. And I appreciate Mr. Clements working to be a good neighbor, basically. So with that, I make a motion to approve plat case number 2025-034, subject to staff stipulations and comments, with the additional modification to stipulation 25 that Byron Toy was talking about related to the signage and access.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve plat 2025-034 made by Commissioner Jones with the added stipulation number 25 spoken to about from Mr. Toy. Is that a second, Commissioner Easterwood?
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Strauss,
Excitingly, yes.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst. Ernst. Okay. Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
Well, that was 6 yeses and 1 excitedly yes, so we still got approval. All right, now I need one for the plan review. I'm sorry, the plat is approved, so it will not be heard again by the Board of Commissioners. Now I'll entertain a motion for the plan review. Commissioner Jones.
I make a motion to approve plan review case number 2025-034, subject to staff stipulations and comments.
All right, thank you. Motion to approve plan review application 2025-034 made by Commissioner Jones, seconded by Commissioner Easterwood, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Strauss,
Excitingly, yes, twice.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst. Okay, I hear C nodding.
I can't.
Jones?
There we go. Yes, he is.
Oh,
I'm going to say mine is an excited yes as well.
Oh, you're changing my count. All right.
okay. Okay, Schwartz,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you. This will be heard once again. The plan review application will be heard once again on January 8th. I don't want those excitedly yeses to go to your head, Mr. Clements, but we'll see you again soon. And
Okay.
thank you. Tell your lovely wife I said hello.
I thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you and the work you're doing.
Okay, our last item for tonight is the redevelopment project plan for Bucky's Family Travel Center redevelopment district. The Kansas plan, or the Kansas Tax Increment Financing Act, called the TIF Act, requires that the City Planning Commission find that the project plan conforms to the Prairie Delaware Piper area plan before the UG Commission can consider adopting the project plan for Bucky's Family Travel Center redevelopment district.
All right, thank you. Byron, do you have anything that you want to add to this and what is being asked for by the commission?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Mike, legal counsel, you can correct me, or Mr. Farley, you can correct me. if with related to a TIF district as worked out with the Economic Development Department, and that's be conformance to the master or the project itself has to conform with the master plan. This project does conform with the Prairie Diller Piper area plan. And with that, staff recommends approval.
So really all you're wanting to do, we're just having to approve that it meets the criteria, it conforms to the Piper Prairie Delaware area plan.
This is Mike Farley, legal counsel. Correct, Mr. Chairman. Staff is simply confirming that the project is in conformance. This comes from a state requirement that any TIF district needs to go before their respective city planning commission, confirming that it's in conformance with the area master plan.
All right, so do we get I apologize and I've done this long enough. Do we get these all the time when we have a TIF?
It doesn't happen very frequently related to new TIFs or
Okay.
amended TIFs. So we did this with, I'm not mistaken, we're the Legends Honda or Nissan, Dodge, Jeep, Ram site.
Right.
TIF district. I think that's TIF district.
Okay.
And therefore that had to come through.
All right, so you just need basically a motion to approve the not a recommendation, we're
affirming that
it meets the Delaware master plan.
Yes, which is planned commercial.
All right. All right, all right, so that's the explanation. I'm going to go to Commissioner Strauss with a question.
Oh, no, I was going to take a stab at it. I guess we got to do questions first. Go ahead.
Yes. All right. Anybody in the audience want to speak to this in favor or in opposition? And I believe, I'm sorry, you said there was a Chelsea Chisholm that had their hand up? Got you queued up. Okay. Got you queued up, ready to speak. Go ahead and give us your name and address, please.
Hi, Chelsea Chisholm. I work for the Unified Government as the Economic Development Director, and I just wanted to let it be known that I was here to answer any questions. And the TIF project plan is essentially what designates when the time clock starts on the TIF district. So it is a statutory requirement for this incentive.
All right. Thank you very much. Any questions for Ms. Chisholm while we have her? All right. Thank you. Seeing none, I will stand for a motion affirming that this development district meets the criteria.
Yes, this project conforms to the Prairie Delaware Piper area plan.
All right. Thank you. Commissioner Strauss, did you want to make a motion or do you have a question?
No, I was going to try to make the motion.
Go ahead and take a stab.
I want to make a motion that the Buc-ee's project meets and it affirms that it meets the Piper Delaware master plan for commercial TIF district.
All right. Thank you. I like that one. Motion to approve made by Commissioner Strauss. I won't repeat it because I can't. Is that a second, Commissioner Jones?
It is.
Thank you. Any questions? I'm sorry, any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Strauss,
Aye.
Beth,
Aye.
Easterwood,
Aye.
Ernst.
I can't see him. Hang on one second. Ernst,
Yes.
thumbs up. Yes, he's nodding.
Okay. Jones,
Aye.
Schwartz.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 7-0.
All right. Will that be heard at the Unified Government meeting at the Board of Commissioners?
This is Mike Fairley, legal counsel. If Ms. Chisholm is still on the call, I would actually defer to her.
All right, Ms. Chisholm, will this be
Okay,
heard
thanks.
again at the Board of Commissioners meeting on the 8th? Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I believe it does go. Are you asking if it goes back to Planning Commission?
No, does it go before the Board of Commissioners to affirm our affirmation?
It will, yes,
It will.
and the school district, I believe. It
All right.
is
All right,
mailed
so-
to the school district.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much for that clarification. So with that, it will be heard once again on January 8th before the Board of Commissioners. And Rose, if I'm not mistaken, that concludes our agenda, correct?
Yep, that is our last item.
All right. Thank you. 7:31. That's a good night for us, folks.
Yes, it
Thank
is.
you all. We'll see you next month.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.